Hello, this is the Iron Temple, and this is my first video attempt at a YouTube commentary. Um, I have been inspired to actually start my own recently, and yeah, I decided to actually try it with some Tekken background because this is a game that I am desperately trying to do really well on, and I'm just kind of having a hard time, like struggling a lot. So yeah, here we go. So just to give you a little background history of who I am a working professional. I'm in the healthcare field, and age-wise, I am an old millennial. So yeah, compared to some of you youngsters, yeah, I guess you could say I'm kind of getting up there. But then again, I think, well, you could say that I started out with the first NES when I was a wee little lad. And yeah, it's some of our gaming generations. We're starting to get up there in age too. But guess what? I mean, some of us don't really just give up gaming. So not to be something that's to be ashamed of, to be honest. So the year 2025 has arrived, and I think this is a good opportunity to, I guess, like reflect upon how I want this year to go, this year to start. The concept that I'm trying to uh, contemplate on, as the title suggests, is to not make new resolutions, but to maintain last year's resolution going into 2025. Personally, because yeah, I haven't really like been going around and making New Year's resolutions necessarily, because my it's not like I've been kind of sitting around and then just getting to my projects later on. I've been continuously working really hard on my life goals, um, like going down to the wire of 2024. October, November, December. If anything, I really cranked it up as much as possible. So this just continues to go on. But it doesn't matter because New Year's is a good time for any person to start reflect upon themselves and see if they really want to get a new beginning or amp up their game. So any person who's listening and feel like they need to get some kind of motivation or just a good deep self-diving, hope you can share this time with you and try to enjoy some of my gameplay in the background. Uh, Again, today I went into quick match and just worked really hard on my main Kazama, and I'm just working really hard, trying to follow my instruction from my coach Kazama. So, what are my resolutions that I wish to continue to work on? First one, sleep, and this really ties into what I'm trying to elaborate on my second and third one. Um, I have not been going to sleep in the most optimal time, which usually should be somewhere between 10 and 11. And if I really wanted to crank it up and dial in everything, it should be like 9 and 10. But I keep finding myself going to sleep like past midnight. And that's not really ideal for me because my body wants to wake up early. I think with age, biologically, there are changes that's being made. And it's something that I've noticed my grandmother was doing a lot. Now, when she was, I mean, God bless her soul, she passed away 2 years ago. But she was waking up like 4:30, 5 o'clock. So as a little kid, I had no idea, where I just couldn't understand why. Why wouldn't you sleep in? Like, why did you have to wake up so early? And I thought it was just like a grandmother thing, and God, I miss her so much. But, I'm starting to understand that too. It's, regardless of when I go to sleep, my body still wants to wake up. But it's just a matter of how refreshed I feel when I wake up. So this morning I woke up very refreshed because I went to bed. I think I closed my eyes at 10:30, and then I'm pretty sure I fell asleep somewhere between 10:30 and 11. So I woke up a couple of times at night. I guess to drink water and visit the bathroom. But I'm happy with what I did because that's just the way how a day should start, and that's the way how a day should go. And It's so important to set it up right because I have all the energy that I can start the day with, and to hit the gym, to maintain a very calm composure, and also even to play Tekken, I need to be in the most tip-top condition because oh my god, this game just drains. It is such a physically draining video game. It's not some you know pick and play like Call of Duty, which I do play. So I really want to get this right. Hopefully, at least like 5 out of 7 days if I can during the week. So resolution 2, and also this is something that I continue to go on. I really want to dial in on my fitness. I lift weights 4 times a week. Sometimes I have to cut it short to 3, but that's the mainstay of my training. And I do a post-lift cardio, and I've been elevating that intensity as well. I was doing just like low intensity, slow bicycle or slow incline walk or stairmasters, but now lately I've been doing high intensity interval training, sprinting, or sometimes with bicycles too. So discipline wise, I'm definitely getting up there. So I'm 5'9". What am I, like 157 and a half pounds right now? I think my body fat is like clocking a little bit above 16% on the scale, but I don't really trust that machine anyway. But regardless, I'm looking relatively lean, but I don't have that like cut athletic lean look. There's that taper that I need, that I'm trying to cut down on the stubborn body fat. So I'm like, I'm that person who's really trying to go for the kill. I'm trying to go for that tip-top level. And this is after having done I guess my first successful clean bulk last year, the first half of last year. So I'm trying to see like what that hard work has yielded. So in order to do that, because my body's already in a kind of lean state, now I have like everything has to be dialed in. Like the sleep, the first resolution that I mentioned, the sleep has to be right. My caloric control has to be in, but even though I was like eating pretty okay in terms of total calories, my protein intake wasn't quite up there because I was eating like 20-30 grams less than what I should have been eating. So my online coach, I have an online coach that I work with, awesome guy. He mentioned this like a couple of weeks ago, so I started dialing that in, and then the fat started to come off a bit again. So something's working. And then I have to continue to do recovery with like yoga and stretchings and all this because there are certain injuries that I'm incurring because I'm mixing with jiu-jitsu as well. That's another topic for another video some other day. But I really want to finish this cut. And this goes for a lot of everybody, any person who's listening who really wants to get their fitness right. Everybody's at different levels right now. So I'm sure you're going to get it right too, whether you're a total beginner or somewhere in the intermediate or whatever. But, the beauty is in the details. Your sleep has to be like really dialed in because that's the best of everything. That's the best antidepressant, the best skincare, the best recovery, the best fat loss, the best muscle gain, everything. When it's time for me to bulk, again, I'm going to have to sleep on time to get the most amount of gains, bruh, basically. But I really highly encourage for those who are pursuing fitness as their either like a new resolution or an ongoing resolution. We're all in this together. It's all for the best. So hopefully y'all can just continue to push through and don't give up. Because I was hitting a plateau for like several weeks and I was getting frustrated. But I'm gonna get it in. I think I've been doing really well for the past like few weeks. Even up until New Year's Day, I was dropping fat and the waist was coming down. So let's just get it done. Let's just get it done, guys, or ladies, whatever. And my third resolution, finally, is building up my self-esteem again, because I feel like last year was it was a really down period. I started doubting myself a lot. I'm somebody who really did put in the time in school during his younger days, and I got my degrees, and I got a really well-paying career and really respectable. But like the human mind is so wicked, where even with everything done right, it's so easy to fall to a rut, and you just don't really trust yourself. Um, so negative self-talk is such a detriment, and I continue to fall for it. So I'm really trying to clean that up. Um, I mean, I got a lot of good things going on right now, and yeah, sure. Like, if I start listing the things that I'm not good at, Tekken, not really good at it, but continuing to improve. I got a couple of like 4 good matches here. My jujitsu, sure, white belt. It's the white belt mentality. But that's what it's for. The journey is the reward. You're gonna suck at the beginning, so what? As long as you don't get hurt, and at some point when you do improve, it's gonna feel good. But every time when I lose, I have a lot of self-negative talk. So it's getting to a point where I just felt like it was just questioning my entire stability as a person. So hopefully in 2025 I can really find something where I may not have like the most unshakable confidence, but at least I want to be able to tell myself that, hey, listen, nothing can touch me, right? I mean, not really, no matter how many of these negative self-talks I do. And that also, I think one other thing that really ties into is relationship. I don't currently have a life partner right now. I don't have a girlfriend, but that's something that everybody's struggling. And there's so many conversations about how nobody's dating and all that, but whatever. Look, the world can always look bleak. It's always going to be that way, but each person's journey is still going to lead somewhere as long as you hustle and stay in the game. So I'm already working really hard as it is. I mean, in terms of leveling up and all that, there's only so much leveling up you can do, and at some point you just gotta release yourself and say, listen, I've done enough. Okay, I'm not gonna try to overdo myself, but even if nothing comes out of it, I think I want to feel good that I've done everything right. And same goes for y'all. Okay, whichever your journey is, whichever your goals are, whichever your endeavors and ambitions you got, look, as long as you're doing something, all right, anything, whether you're just writing it down, you're doing something. So feel proud of yourselves, okay? So let's get this together. And hopefully you liked it. And if you liked it, like, subscribe, and good luck. Bye.